Very good. Hi, Wesley. Hey, it's been a long time. Wesley, your microphone and camera are both switched off.
Hello.
Hey, it's been a century.
Yes.
So where have you been?
Very well.
You've been busy doing things, right?
Yes.
So I guess my last meeting with you that was at least 50 days ago. Right?
Yes.
Are you home, resting?
Yes, I'm home.
So you're home and your signal isn't so stable.
Oh,
Yeah, your
really?
signal, yeah, it's kind of on and off.
Also, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I could hear you now, but it was not that stable.
Okay.
Yeah, much better now.
Okay.
Very good. So we have Jensen and we have Rasley. And so Jensen, you mentioned you would like to have a little bit of Chinese, is that right?
I'm fine.
Yeah, so do you prefer to have a little bit of Chinese? You're frozen. Jensen, you're frozen.
Hello?
Frozen. Yeah. It means you're 影像冻结, you're frozen.
Oh, yes.
Good. Okay, right. So if you prefer to stay in 100% English, that's perfect because we're here to practice this language, you know, practically. Right, very good. We usually have about 5 to 10 minutes warm up and pretty much that much time used up. Right, so I just want to catch up with Wesley. So Wesley, can you share what you have been busy for?
My favorite. What?
Yeah,
Sure.
can you share what you have been busy for?
I'm busy for my work.
Busy for your work, yes. And you're working from home.
But sometimes I'm lazy to learn. just lazy to learn. So I didn't come here. Yes.
Kick on your ass to get you back here, right? Right. And here, so you're sometimes you're working from home. Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes I'm working from home.
Sometimes you're working from home because I know in Taiwan, your pandemic has been lifted. I mean, the restriction has been lifted from level 3 to level 2.
Now it's level 2.
Level what?
Level 2.
Yeah, so currently is level 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so your pandemic restriction has been lifted from level 3 to level 2. So good news.
Yeah.
That's good news. Oh, hi, Sophie.
Hello, Stephanie.
You're so
nice
up.
to see you.
Yes,
Yeah.
good to see you the second time today.
Yeah.
Right, did you take a break?
No.
Oh, you went to break.
Yeah, I speak English for 4 hours.
4 hours, wow, good for you. Wow, amazing. You know, learning a new language will take concentration and also it will consume a lot of energy.
Yeah,
Only
but I
if you
take
enjoy it.
English as part of my life. So basically, when I'm at my home, I usually speak with my sister or my mother in English. When
Yes,
it
that's a good approach.
particularly when I feel really angry. Because when I was angry, I don't want that anyone to know what I'm talking about. Therefore, I speak in English.
I know, because when I was in the college, I wanted to speak English, but nobody was doing that with me. So I had to actually softly push them. Well, the three of my best classmates, we were also dorm mates too. Yeah, so dorm mates. Oops, dorm mates. Yeah, we were classmates and dorm mates. So the four of us, we represented four different personalities. We used season. So, you know, spring, summer, autumn, or fall, winter. Guess which one I was?
Autumn.
No, I was summer. I was too hyper. I have always been a happy and hyper person, you know, when it comes to getting along with people. So they called me summer, and I have the other three good friends, spring, autumn, and winter. So the three of them, they were very shy, and I had to push them to speak English.
Yeah.
Softly. So it's good you could, you know, tell your mom and your sister to speak English with you. And Rasley, your sister Delia, are you trying to speak English? Are you trying to practice English at home?
Actually, no. Her English is very poor. So am I. So
No, your English is not poor. You're just not using it.
I need to practice. I need to practice. Yes.
I know. Everybody does, don't we? Yeah. And Jensen, good to see your image moving now. Finally.
Thank you.
Where are you, Jensen?
I'm in Taiwan, and you?
So you're home?
Yes.
Yeah, can you speak a little louder or put your microphone closer to your lips?
Okay, what about this? Can you hear me?
A little higher. You know what? I want to share with you one tip to change your audio setting. Then you may be able to let me hear you better. There.
Okay.
So can you, I will put it in the chat room. Can you see it?
Chat room.
I haven't sent it out. Yeah, in the chat room.
Okay.
If you can follow that instruction to change your setting, I'm pretty sure I can hear you better because I'm struggling a bit. Yeah. And before your setting is right, I'll chat with the other two girls, okay? Right, so is that the first meeting for Rasley and Sophie, your first meeting?
No, we just met.
You just met?
Yeah, last meeting.
Very good. Rasley, you went to Greg.
Greg. Yes, Greg.
Yeah, you got a slump on your butt. You've been a little sluggish recently. So maybe, you know what, if you like, I can send you reminders. Anyway, so let's get back here. Oh, 舍友. Yeah, 宿舍分享宿舍的舍友. Yes, good. Right, so let's get back. And so this hour is our English event, and we're going to talk about food. And it's our most popular national cuisine here. That's a local cuisine called fish and chips. And Sophie, you have never been here, right?
Yeah, but I'm very keen to go on.
Do you like seafood?
No, I actually don't like the food in English.
You don't like seafood? Then you will have to buy a male fish chips.
Just chips.
Well, yeah, so fishless chips. No, we don't. You just order chips. You don't order fish if you don't like fish fillet. Yeah. Oh, what a shame. You don't like seafood. Ah, you're allergic. Are you?
No, I'm not. But I just feel like when I am going to have fish and I have to deal with their spine. Their
Oh,
fish
you mean,
spine.
oh, I see. Because you don't like
And
fish bones.
yeah, I don't like it, and I feel it is almost very annoying at the same time.
It is annoying when you have to take, you have to take the skin off for shrimps or lobsters, those
Yeah,
seafoods.
yes.
But food itself is great. It's yummy. So
It
you need
is.
somebody, you need to find a good, hardworking, and heartwarming, thoughtful boyfriend who's happy to do that for you.
Perhaps.
And Rasley, you've got a boyfriend already.
No, I don't have any boyfriend.
Really? I thought
I'm
you got
single.
one.
I'm single. I'm single.
There. This is the safe statement, Rasley. You need to say, I'm single and available.
And available.
Yes, I'm single and available means you're not married, you're not seeing anyone, and you are happy to, go out with somebody. But you say you're single doesn't mean you're available.
Yeah.
When you have a boyfriend, you're not married, you're single, but you're not available. You have no boyfriend, you are not seeing anyone, single and available means everybody welcome. Not everyone, but I mean, you know what I mean.
I like
Isn't the spelling wrong? I mean,
oh, is there a wrong spelling? Did I share the wrong thing again? Am I sharing the right screen?
I mean single is a guitar.
Oh yeah, not signal. I'm sorry. And the N is gone. Yeah, not signal. Yeah, single. Thank you. And you know what? Usually when it's typo, you will see a red line underneath it. Give it a second. I will intentionally make it wrong. It doesn't come out. Supposed to have a red line underneath. There. So when it's wrong, it tells me. Then I'll pay attention to it. Or else, I'll just leave it. And so this is the right one. So I'm very tech savvy, and sometimes it's a downside. 坏处. I'm tech savvy. I'm really good at phones, tablets, computer gadgets, things like that. So not that. You know what I mean, right? So tech savvy means you're really familiar. You're really good at using those latest technology. Then you're called tech savvy or technology savvy. That's all right. But I like tech savvy short. I'm very tech savvy, so I rely on the things I can use. So I don't really think too much until I'm reminded. So sorry for the typo. All right, very good. And so we're talking about fish. And so Sophie, not allergic. And where is that word? You're not allergic, but you don't appreciate the pain and the trouble of unskinning those seafood, right?
Yeah.
Lazy. It's good food.
Yes. Yes, I am.
And Rasley, do you like seafood?
I like seafood very
You
much.
love seafood. Yes, you can say you're a seafood lover.
Ah, yes, I'm a lover. Seafood
Exactly the same here. High five. I'm a seafood lover. You know, my love towards seafood is above the sky. I love seafood. So my favorite seafood is always shrimps and
Yes.
scallop.
Scallop.
Scallop. Ganbei. Scallop.
Oh.
Yeah, not Stella, scallop. It doesn't give me the right word. There. Come on.
Scallop.
There, yes. Ganbei. Or you call that sanbei is fine too. So what about you, Rasley? What's your favorite?
My favorite is shrimps or how to say? 螃蟹.
No one knows how to say that, 螃蟹. You know, Rasley, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't use Chinese. Tell me how it looks like. How does it look like?
Shrimps and lobster.
No, I'm not giving you, I know the word, but I don't want to say it. I want you to tell me what it looks like. The next time when you're struggling with any words you can remember, you can describe how it looks like, how it tastes, you know. So what does it look like? A crab. I'm telling you the word.
It's so difficult. It's 8 foods, S foods, and it's red. It's
before it's cooked. It's not.
One. Oh no, it's too difficult.
There.
Right.
So what does it look like? Can you tell us? Oops.
So crab is no, I don't know how to describe.
I'll give you a minute and I'll come back to you later, okay? And we have another visitor here. We have, I don't have the name because I have 40000 there. Yeah, so can I have your name, please?
Oh, I think it's Jensen. It's mine. Okay.
Oh yeah, I have Jensen. Jensen, you
use
use 1111 here. Yes.
Yeah.
Right, and we also have the 1, 2, 3, 4. You're the 5th one. We have a new participant, but there's no name, so I'll wait. So Jensen, what's your favorite seafood?
I love shrimp.
You love shrimps.
Yeah.
Great. I'm a shrimp lover. Yeah. So why do you love shrimps?
It can be delicious, and you can always eat at buffet restaurant.
You love buffet, so you love all you can eat, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm all you can eat lover too.
So we call all you can eat is mean buffet, right?
Yeah, and so there are many different types of buffet, and like in a hotel in the morning, usually most of the Western hotels would provide buffet continental breakfast.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah,
also
so,
I love
you can,
shrimp or what about sashimi?
Yeah, like, oh yes, sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, continental breakfast. That's what you get in the morning. In a how is it translated that way? Oh, it translated con. No, come on. It's a much longer one, Google. It's got a trouble there. Yeah, so continental breakfast. Yes, that's
Anything
perfect.
else?
Yeah, and that is not right. That is 吃到饱, not 随便吃, not nice. 吃到饱. I really don't 100% trust this Google Translate thing. Yeah, we'll have to keep working on it. Yeah. So shrimps are really nice, but some people are just allergic to it. And fish too. Yeah, but I'm really blessed. I'm really lucky. Yeah, I'm really blessed. I'm not allergic. Yeah, blessed. 蒙福. Blessed or lucky. pretty fortunate. I'm not allergic to any seafood, and I hope I won't be in the future. And so I have given Rasley a minute.
Oh
You want to try?
my God.
Or, you know, you don't have to tell me, you know, how it looks like. It's here already. Tell me why you love it.
It's like grape or greens. Because it is very yummy.
Yes.
And it's very delicious. So
Yes. Yummy and delicious. And
yes.
but it's a lot of trouble, right? When you want to have it.
It is
So I
what
guess
do
you will want to have a boyfriend to take off the shell for you.
No, I don't have a boyfriend.
I mean, you will need one. Hey, come on. You
Oh.
know, I'm a good sister. I'm a good younger sister. You know, what I said, your boyfriends are supposed to do for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did for my brother. When I was younger, I took the skin, well, say the shell, off the, big shrimps. During Chinese New Year, my dad usually cooked a good dish with 6 to 7 or even 8 big shrimps or not lobsters, because lobsters, 龙虾, are very pricey, very expensive. So when I was younger, my dad had to save, you know, screen and save. So to save money, so he bought big prawns and cooked them very well with nice gravy, but he didn't eat much. And he left mostly to me and my brother. And I'm always a hardworking eater. I'm not lazy when I'm eating, but my brother was. So he said, it's yummy, but I just didn't want to do it. But we two have really good sibling bonding, you know, sibling, brothers and sisters. Sibling, yeah, sibling, 兄弟姐妹 sibling bonding. So 兄妹感情，兄弟 sibling could be, you know, male, male, female, female, male, female. Yeah, so sibling bonding, very good. So I helped him take off the skins or the shell, and he enjoyed it. I also had mine, so I don't complain. Yeah, I'm happy to do that for my brother. But just, you know, you two beautiful girls, you got to not hire someone, but find someone to do this for you. Yeah. And Jensen, are you single?
Yeah.
You are single. And do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
You don't. Ah, you're another one.
I don't.
You're another, hey, I'm single and available. So you say, my store is open, welcome in, come on in. Yeah, so I hope one day when you have a girlfriend, learn to be hospitable, learn to be thoughtful, take care of your girlfriend, take the skin off for her. So take the skin or shell, actually, shell.
Take the shell
Off the shrimps for your girlfriend. Shrimps. Yeah, so take the skin or shells off.
Take the skin.
shrimp.
I think taking the skin is easy.
Yeah. Do you find it troublesome? Troublesome, 很烦, 很麻烦. Do you find it troublesome?
Yeah.
Everybody does. But you know, the worst is crabs, really. You need to use a special clamp to crack it open, right? Crab clamp, crab.
Crab.
蟹钳.
Oh.
Yeah. You need to use a special crab clamp to crack open the shell. Crack open. So to crack open the shell, so then you get to see the meat, to eat the meat.
Eat meat.
Yes. Crab. This thing is a clamp, but we're talking about the clamp for eating. Yeah, so crab clamp. So we say, do they have it for crab? Nah, you know, clamp for opening.
The crab.
Yeah.
Opening the crab.
Yeah, cracking open crabs. Yeah, there you go. So, oh, where are the clamps? It doesn't show the clamps. Oh, gosh. That person was trying to open it by hand.
Oh my God, it's delicious. I want to eat.
That is very delicious. I'm drooling. Yeah, that's so nice. I think that's something like king crab, 帝王蟹. Right?
Right.
And I remember when I went to San Francisco, we had something like that. $2, but you have to go somewhere called Pier 39. Pier, yes, do you see that? The world famous Pier 39 there. 渔人码头 in San Francisco. 旧金山. So if you go to Pier 39 and like those restaurants, and you see a lot of sea lions there. See, let me find a big one there. Okay. Too big. Nothing very clear. Ooh, it's different now. You see that jumbo crab? That is the most famous pier in the world. Pier is 码头.
Large.
Yeah, Pier 39. And that's in San Francisco. We call Sanfo. 旧金山, San Francisco. So local people would call San Francisco Sanfo. San Francisco. Yeah, Sanfo. San. In short, 缩写. Oh. Sanfo. It's just like Los Angeles in the States. We don't call that Los Angeles. We call that LA. You don't say Los Angeles. That's a complete name. We use short. Yeah, so San Francisco, Sanfo. Yeah, it doesn't translate. Right. Oh, I was talking about this place, Pier 39. You go there and you pay, not now, I think it may be at least $10. Then you get a very yummy, hot clam chowder. Do you know what clam chowder is?
No.
Let's look for that clam chowder. Clam chowder. Chowder, 巧达. Chao Da Nong Tang is this. So this is clam. Yeah, clam means 牡蛎. Ohama. Yeah, so that is not. The typical American clam chowder would be something sticky and creamy. Kind of like that. You know, creamier. That's a little too soupy. Yeah, kind of like that. And so you get some crab legs, crack it open, and the meat would be a long one, half a bite, and half that. And they put this into, in Pier 39 is a special design. They put it into a hard bun, 硬面包. So let me find that, Pier 39. There you go, do you see that? And a hard bun or hard bread. And they dig the middle part out and put the clam chowder, 炒达,浓汤 in it, and cover it up with the top. And also you get crabs. Let's see if you get a meal set, 套餐. Oh, right. And king crab. Yummy, but not that small. They don't usually give you the whole crab. They give you the legs or maybe half of it. It doesn't seem to have any photos here. Well, something like that, but not that big. A small portion, 一个小份的餐, small portion, and it comes with clam chowder. Maybe it will be 10 to 15 US dollars now. But what I paid when I was in the States, 2 US dollars, very cheap. 2. And how much, so Sophie, how much do you have to pay for something like this in Taiwan?
Maybe, let me guess.
Not sure.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe 10 US dollars.
10 US dollars, that's like 300 something to 400 NT.
300.
Yeah, correct.
For one soup.
I mean, if soup with king crab and also clam chowder and such
Meal set?
yeah, then maybe the price can
Let's
be
write it down. So it's a meal set. Oops. Or you can set meal is okay too. Either way. 套餐. Yeah. And just, it doesn't give me the translation again. So give me a second. Do that. Yeah, there. It's working again. Very good. So, nice. But we still have to get back to our fish and chips, our 国民美食 in the UK. So that's fish and chips. We love fish and chips. And so, Sophie, you haven't had it before. What about Rasley? Have you ever had this? Fish and chips?
Maybe in China, in Taiwan, yes. Maybe. Because
You have it too?
I can.
Fish and chips. It looks like, you know, the typical one. Yeah, well, yes, that's the videos. This is a very typical one. It's a takeaway.
It's
Like
a
that.
little different. Oh, no. It's a little different. So
Look delicious.
we haven't.
Yeah, it looks delicious. You're right, Jensen. This is, I'm hungry,
And,
yes.
I always eat with mayonnaise. Mayonnaise with fish and chips.
You mean that?
Yeah.
That's mushy beans. The green thing.
Mushy
Yeah,
bean.
mushy.
The green
mushy.
bean. No.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
mushy
sometimes I eat
bean.
mushy bean.
Yeah.
Sometimes I eat with mayonnaise.
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 Right?
Mayonnaise or ketchup.
Yeah, mayonnaise. Well, that is called
Masa.
Yeah, but we call mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
So you can also call that
sometimes,
mayo.
And also mayo.
Mayo.
Yeah, mayonnaise. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like with what? Mustard. Mustard.
Mustard.
Yeah.
芥末.
Yeah. Yellow
Yeah,
mustard.
the 黄芥末. Yeah, so
Yeah.
mustard, not Japanese
No.
mustard, that's wasabi. Yeah, and this is Western mustard. And you love that too.
Honey mustard. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Honey mustard is
Really?
very good, but mustard
Yellow
is
mustard,
spicy.
Or honey mustard.
Yes,
Mm.
honey mustard. These two go very well. One
Yeah,
is sweet,
very.
one is spicy, put together, perfect.
Mm.
Yeah, and I also love Japanese wasabi.
Or sometimes chili. Okay, chili sauce is good.
What kind of chili sauce? There are so many different
chili
types of
sauce.
chili sauce.
Chili sauce, some
Chinese chili
we have-
sauce,
yeah, Chinese chili
or-
sauce, Thai
or like a
chili
buffalo
sauce,
wing sauce.
buffalo wing sauce, or Thai chili sauce.
Oh yes. Thai chili sauce is sweet and sour.
Yeah, sweet and sour.
Just like that.
Yeah,
So we call
Sweet
that
and
sweet
sour.
chili sauce.
sweet chili sauce. Yeah, sweet chili
Yes, but different than our Taiwanese sweet chili sauce. Our Taiwanese 甜辣酱 is especially for 粽子.
Yes.
Different, not like this.
No,
This is too sweet. Yeah, but it's good for 春卷, spring rolls.
yeah.
I'm drooling. I'm drooling. I'm really hungry. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I'm really hungry.
Really, and also,
Yeah.
I mean, chili sauce. I also like to use Tabasco. Okay? Tabasco.
Tabasco, yes, Tabasco. I think it goes personally. Tabasco is very
Tabasco.
nice. Only
It's
when
very
it
spicy.
goes with steaks. For me,
Yeah.
yeah,
What
I don't
are
like it with anything else.
Steaks. What do you mean steaks?
Steaks, beef steaks.
Oh.
Beef steaks. So when you say steaks means, you know, beef. But when you want something else, different pie, I'm sorry, the EAK.
What
Yeah.
is Tabasco?
Tabasco. Tabasco is a
What?
kind of chili sauce. Tabasco.
Yeah.
Tabasco.
Tabasco.
Right. Okay, let's
Tabasco.
look for that. Tabasco sauce.
It's
tiny.
quite spicy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
it's
tiny
quite
and
spicy.
super spicy.
Oh,
Have you ever seen that before, Wesley?
yes, it's a chili sauce. Or,
Did you try it before?
no, I haven't seen it before.
Did you see the name? It's red hot sauce. So it's telling you how hot is it is. You spit fire, 喷火. If you
Or
have to,
if we want to meet with Chinese culture, we can use soya sauce. Soya sauce, which
soy sauce, yes.
soya sauce.
Yes, soy sauce. I used to love soy sauce on its own, but now I like it with wasabi, and it has to be a teriyaki soy sauce. Do you know what teriyaki? Japanese teriyaki. No, teriyaki soya sauce.
Or
Japanese, but it's called 照烧酱油. Oh yes, the right translate there, because teriyaki means grill. Grill, 烧烤. So teriyaki is grill in Japanese. Grill, or if you want to say barbecue is okay too. Yeah, barbecue. But usually when you talk about barbecue means you're going for a barbecue. But you want something barbecued, then you say it's grill. 炙烤, 炭烤, 架烤. Anyway, it's the same thing. Yeah, so I'm literally drooling because I'm really hungry. We're talking about food. And wait, sorry,
fish and
how do
chips
we get
always
back here?
used to be fried.
Well, fish and chips is our national local cuisine in the UK, 英国的, especially for UK, because UK has nickname as the yummy food desert, 美食沙漠. It means it's like a desert here. People can find delicious food. I mean, not for me. I'm okay. I'm not picky. I eat everything. Yeah, but it's like our local cuisine here. The most popular local cuisine. Local cuisine. So the most popular local cuisine here is fish and chips. So if anyone's looking for a typical British food, then you just tell them, oh, fish and chips, that's the most popular. Every corner of the street, you'll find a fish and chips, just like our 7-Eleven. It's a seafood 7-Eleven. Yeah, good. Okay, so we have a short video, so let's watch it and learn something from it. and we can talk about it a little bit, all right? And I think you guys all have really good listening, so let's use the normal speed. Oops,
80% of the British
let me give you Chinese there too. Good.
population
Wait,
say
wait,
they
wait.
visit
It doesn't allow me. Come on. There. Okay, good. Let's go.
fish and chip shop at least once a year, and we consume 382 million meals from the chippy per annum. That's pretty impressive for a combination that's only been with us for around 150 years. For the first fish and chip shop only appeared in around 1860. Separately, both fried fish and chips were enjoyed by the British well before they came together. Chips as a term for something edible was in use in the
Let me change this a bit, sorry.
by the British well before they came together. Chips as a term for something edible was in use in the 18th century, often in relation, rather curiously, to oranges. Orange chips were candied chunks of peel. It was in the same century that the potato was going from novelty curiosity to staple food, especially for the poor. And given how well potatoes lend themselves to deep frying, it was inescapable that potato chips would soon be on the scene. By the Victorian era, chipped potatoes were everywhere, from the delicate little straw potatoes, which resembled, well, straw, eaten by the rich, to the French street food which Dickens described as husky chips of potatoes fried with some reluctant drops of oil. The British preferred baked potatoes, but they ate them fried too. Fried fish, meanwhile, was also on the tables of the rich and the poor. Breadcrumbed fillets, delicately fried in butter and garnished with fried parsley, were a staple for upmarket meals. Whitebait fried in lard were considered a delicious delicacy. But there was another place fried fish could be bought, and that was the street, in the Jewish quarters of London and other big cities. There, Sephardic Jews sold cold fried fish intended for eating on the Sabbath when no cooking was allowed in Jewish homes. It quickly took off, being cheap, filling and tasty, and fried fish shops and market stalls, hot and cold, sprung up in cities across the UK. It was inevitable that these two street foods, so popular with the masses, would end up being sold in combination. It proved a winning formula, and fish and chip shops took off immediately. Trawl fishing and the railway boom of the 1870s helped fish to reach inland areas quicker than ever before, and potatoes were already grown everywhere. By 1910, there were 25,000 fish and chip shops in the UK, and by 1929 there were 10,000 more. Such was the hold of fish and chips, and its genuine goodness, especially for its mainly working-class consumers, that during the Second World War, fish and chips remained off the ration, though the type of fish available was not always the most delicious or desirable of species. Across the UK, accompaniments vary, from the mushy peas of the north to curry sauce, ketchup, mayonnaise, or the chip shop spice, which is on every counter in Hull. Salt and vinegar remain the staples. In the 21st century, chippy vegetable fats have often replaced beef dripping or lard for frying. Newspaper used to be the wrapping of choice, outlawed unless fresh from the printers and unsullied by readers' hands in 1968. Now it's mainly plain paper and polystyrene, but the skillful wrapping and excitement of unwrapping remains. There are, however, fish and chips and fish and chips. Witness the disappointment on the faces of tourists lured by the promise of a great British delicacy, only to find they've happened upon the bad version, all grease and soggy batter. But then, when it's good, well, it's crispy and fluffy with a hit of vinegar and the punch of salt. It's unbeatable.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, be sure to check out these.
Unbeatable, that's the word to describe it. It is unbeatable. But the last part of it is, it tells us when it gets soggy, soft, then nobody wants it, right? So it's got to be packed well. And so we're talking about fish and chips. So there are two parts of this dish. So that's fish and chips. And you know, fish, they use fish fillet. So fried fish fillet, fried, so deep fried actually. You know, because a lot of times when you talk about fried, it could be stir fried. And this is deep fried. So deep fried fish fillet. And there are loads of choices. And I think the most popular might be snapper fish. Deep fried there. So what kind of fish do you like? when you order a fish fillet? Sophie,
Salmon.
you like salmon?
Yeah.
鲑鱼.
Salmon.
So in China, they call that 三文鱼, right? So the 三文 is from this word, salmon. Yeah, I love salmon too. And why do you like salmon, Sophie?
Because it doesn't have any fish spine that I have to
Again,
yes, I admit that I am a lazy person. And being a lazy person is like that.
because it's bone free.
Yeah.
So you like any kind of fish when it's bone free.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or you can say boneless. So,
Boneless.
yeah, bone free, boneless. And what's your favorite, Jensen? What kind of fish do you like when you order a fish fillet?
Fish. Okay, I also like salmon, and tuna.
Tuna, yes, tuna.
Tuna and salmon.
尾鱼.
But I like smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon, yes. Salmon, sorry, I got a fly here. Salmon is very nice, especially when it's made into wasabi, no, sashimi.
Mm.
Yeah, very nice.
Tuna.
Yeah, tuna. Tuna and salmon both are really good. And I think we usually buy salmon here.
And
Salmon is
also
cheaper than tuna. Yeah?
One more. Codfish.
Codfish, yes, but codfish, the real codfish is very, very pricey.
Pricey.
Yeah,
And
pricey means expensive.
Pricey, expensive. And also
Yeah, pricey, expensive, or
Iceland.
costly. Yeah.
Iceland codfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, codfish, or just call it cod. Cod is quite good too, but it's quite easy to fall apart. I mean, pieces if you don't cook it right. I'm not a good cook, honestly. So, and what about you, Rasley? What's your favorite fish type?
The same with Sophie and Jason.
You are an easygoing eater. 好养. Me too. But the only thing I really can touch is fat. I eat nearly everything, but I just don't want, a big chunk of fat. No. Don't give me fat like that. But if it's like melted fat, it's okay. Or like 粽子, the pork inside with some fat, that's all right. But don't give me a pure fat. I can't. That's disgusting. Big chunk, U-N-K, big chunk of fat. 一大块的肥肉. Yes, 脂肪，肥肉了 the same thing. Yeah. 听到就觉得恶心了. I know some people love it. Like my son loves it. Yeah. Good. So 2 parts of this this local cuisine, the delicacy, British typical delicacy, 美食, they call that delicacy. I don't think so. It's just a cuisine. Yeah. And so the fish itself, if you find a picture, and chips. Recipe. Oh yeah, let's look for recipe. So images. So this is the thing Jensen mentioned. It's mushy beans, and they like it a lot. Well, it's powdery, 粉粉的, not my type of food. But they usually like to have it with fish to go with lemon. And these are we call wedges or chips, but not fries. Do you guys know the difference? Like you call from McDonald's, you buy some 薯条 French fries, right? French fries, they're thinner and salty. And when you go to Wendy's, Wendy Hanbao, and 21st century, if you still had it, you have wedges, potato wedges. It's also called 薯条, but chunky. Oh no, I'm sorry. WEDGE. You sound like a D. It's not knee, all right. It's also called 薯条, but it's more like something. Did I spell it wrong? E. I'm sorry. It's 工资 because that one is 薪水. Yeah. Kind of like 快. They're slightly different. And or you call potato. Oops. Chips. So chip could be 一条一条 or 一块一块. So this is a combination of these two. But when you talk about fries, they're like that. You see that like this, very thin, not chunky, like that. Typical McDonald's fries. And then potato wedges, you'll see the difference. Do you see the shape difference? That's a wedge. So these are potato wedges, and I like that better than fries. Do you have this in Taiwan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it popular?
4 o'clock.
Sorry, that's clock.
Only
Yeah, that's like potato wedges
in the restaurant.
in the restaurant, not fast food restaurant, but you know, proper restaurant, normal restaurant. Then you would order that, right? And in the UK, most of the fish and chips, the chips are like that, chunky one. Yeah, you very rarely see fish fillet comes with fine chips. These are wedges, the proper potato chips for British people. Yeah, so that's the biggest difference, and they are really big. It could be like, you know, one potato, you chop it into 5 or 6 pieces. But if it's fries, you can finally chop it to maybe 10 or 20. The size difference is huge. And this is nice. Very crispy and very juicy inside. Crispy outside, juicy and tender inside. 外脆内酥. This can be my dinner tonight. Right, good. Well, yeah, we spent some time, you know, in the very first 5 or 10 minutes, you know, trying to, oh, sorry, not a wrong page. Trying to sort out the things about equipment and setting. Yeah, and then we moved on to food. We talked about fish. We talked about a lot. So is it too much to take for you, talking about this much, Sophie?
It's all right.
It's okay. So give it a satisfaction mark. How many out of 10 do you like? Not my lesson, I'm sorry, but a long list like this after an hour. Out of 10. 10 is highest satisfaction. How much do you like it to have a long list like this? 8? Okay, you have a high tolerance. How about you, Jensen? Out of 10.
Yes.
So how high
10.
is your satisfaction? 10. Wow, you're very easygoing. You've been really nice to me.
No.
How about Rasley? Out of 10. A long list like this.
Sorry, I out of the list.
That's fine. That's fine. It's all right. It's very late for you. It's nearly 11 o'clock for you guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have to let you go. It's only my late afternoon, only 4 o'clock here, so I'm still very much awake. But I can tell, Rasley, you're turning into a droopy-eyed Garfield. Jaffe Mao. So I have to let you go. But I'm so happy to see you again. Come back at least once or twice a week. Don't drop out. All right.
Okay.
You are an annual member. You've got to remember it. Don't forget about us. All right.
I won't.
Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. And so I'll see you again. And Sophie, bye tomorrow. Rasley tomorrow, if possible.
Ciao.
And Jensen, give me another minute. All right.
Bye.
See you. Bye. See you guys. Bye.
Bye. Adios.
Adios. Adios.